Why?
Going live.
It's live.
Being live. Keely trying to get the
All right, hopefully people can hear us.
Here, do you want me to get it off the phone now? No?
No, it's already going live.
Okay.
We're live.
Woo woo!
Hey guys, thanks for coming to our house. I just wanted to share a little bit about AdvoCare and what brought us to AdvoCare. AdvoCare found me in January 2015. My daughter was about to turn 1 and I was my heaviest. I didn't feel well. I am a physical therapist and I was not practicing what I preached. So my friend Sam and Jess brought AdvoCare to me as a solution to get healthy, to lose some weight, and to gain more energy, which I did not have having 2 kids. So I lost about 50 pounds in about 4 to 5 months, and I kept on with the products. It gave me more energy, and I actually came home from working a 12-hour day. I could play with my kids and not just fall asleep on the couch. And then I got my husband Kevin involved.
Yep, thanks for coming. I watched about a year of my wife take products, and I saw the progress. I wasn't really on board at first, but I just saw her make great strides in losing weight and getting more energy and just being more around and play with the kids and everything. So after a rough holiday season, just eating and getting out of shape, so I said, you know what, and starting the new year, I'll do a 24-day challenge. I'll do it with you. So, I gave it a shot and I stuck to it, and I lost about 12, 13 pounds in the 24 days, and I stuck with the program. It was so easy to stick with after, the 24 days, jump starting a healthy lifestyle. And to date, I'm probably about 20 pounds down, and I'm looking to, build up more, more muscle, more lean muscle, and get in better shape. So that's what I'm looking to. And now, after the product, seeing the success, we want to get a Plan B income for the family, and we found our purpose, and it's really strong, and we just need to get this business going. So thanks for coming, and I'd like to introduce Sam, who helped set everything up for us and introduce us. And Sam, take it away.
Yeah, thanks guys. Awesome story, awesome story. So guys, welcome to AdvoCare, and I'm going to share a little bit about who I am, why am I talking to you tonight, and how, AdvoCare got started. So the first thing I'm going to do is, just because we are live, do you think I am loud enough? Do you think they can hear me? Is anyone commenting?
Yes, they can hear you.
Perfect. Okay. So guys, what is AdvoCare? AdvoCare stands for Advocates Who Care About People. And we've actually been around for about 25 years. We're going on our 25th year. We're based out of Texas. And the guy who founded us was named Charlie Regis. Charlie Regis founded us for 2 reasons. He wanted to solve 2 of the world's biggest problems today, which is health and finances. So a little bit about my journey before I go into some things about AdvoCare is I'm Doctor of Chiropractic, so my name is Dr. Samantha Sagot, and AdvoCare found me about 3 years ago. I was just looking to lose weight. I was going to Starbucks 3 times a day. I was an athlete in college that was looking to get back in shape. And I also wanted to practice what I was about to preach to my future patients. So a little bit about my background is a chiropractor believes in holistic medicine. Alignment of the spine, what you put in nutrition-wise, and exercise. We believe in preventative medication, meaning I want to prevent disease. And the reason being is because a few years ago, in my teens, my little brother developed a drug addiction to medication. So I wanted to go and just change the world in a holistic way instead of having my patients just constantly get fueled off of medication. So AdvoCare definitely finds you before you even know why. And it found me 3 years ago just to lose some weight. So it was actually 2 pant sizes heavier. I was drinking about 3 Starbucks coffees a day. I was taking 32 credits in my doctorate program just to graduate a year early, because I was already 200 grand in student loan debt. Student loan debt runs the world, and I was one of those students that had a lot of it. I did not know where dinner was coming from the next day because I was so broke. So there's actually a couple ways to get involved with AdvoCare, and the reason why I'm going to talk about this right now is because I had to choose the second way of getting involved because of my student loans. So on this sheet, it says 4 ways of getting involved with AdvoCare, but there's actually 5 in my heart. So as we go through tonight, Mike, I just want you to think about what number you are. And at the end of tonight, we're going to be doing a little raffle for Spark to take home with you. We're going to have you write down your name and also what number you want to get involved with AdvoCare, and then we'll raffle off some Spark. So the first way of getting involved, number 1, is actually a retail customer. So at the end of tonight, when you leave, you're like, oh my God, I love the Spark I just drank. You know, I really want to do the 24-day challenge. I really want to get on some performance products, but I do not want a discount. I just want to pay full retail. I don't want to save any money. I don't want any free goodies. You're number 1. A number 2 is actually called a wholesale customer. And a wholesale customer is you are like me, and every time you go and shop, you're always getting a discount. You want a promotion code, you know, you want a discounted price. So a number 2 is called a wholesale customer, and what it is you pay a one-time fee of $59. It's once, you sign up, you become a member, and you actually get $50 worth of goodies back to you. So you get 50 bucks back out of the 59. You're gonna get some meal shakes, you're gonna get some Spark you just tried, you're gonna get some Rehydrate. Rehydrate is super awesome, it's electrolytes. So instead of having Gatorade with a ton of sugar, you have more of an electrolyte balance with lower sugar. Everything we do is actually mixed with water, so you get more water intake in. We like to flush water through. And you also get an AdvoCare blender bottle. So this is about $50 worth of stuff back. So the other $9 is going to give you a 20% all the way to 40% discount. So you're gonna start at 20% off, which is awesome. Again, if I can save any kind of money, I will. So I became a number 2 before I ordered anything, just so I could actually save 25%. So I unlocked the 25% discount. The third way, if you're a number 3, that means that you want a discount, you want the free goodies, but you also are going into this thinking, you know what, I have student loan debt. You know, I have to pay for the car outside. I need gas. I need to pay for gas in my car. And you're going into this thinking, I know a few friends that would love these products too, and I would love to make some money every now and then. You're almost like a hobbyist when you become a number 3, and you just want to share every now and then for some money, 50 bucks, a couple $100, just for fun. The fourth way of getting involved is actually coming into this, you're like, I want the 40% discount. I want to save the most I can. And I also want to open up 5 ways of being paid, because an extra $500 or more a month part-time is something that I'm very interested in, because I need to pay for rent. You know, what could an extra $500 do? Pay for some of your mortgage, pay for groceries. You know, I don't know if you have kids, but pay for some of the activities, pay for clothes. For me, it was a manicure and pedicure, it was gas in my tank for my car, and it was student loan debt. Or maybe you're number 5, which isn't on here, and that's nothing at all. So at the end of tonight, like I said earlier, we're gonna love you wherever you wanna be loved, and it might be nowhere at all, which is totally okay with us, because we're just here sharing our hearts with yours, and we want you to know what's blessed our lives. So again, just think about what number you are as we go through tonight, because we'll be coming back to that later. So, back to my story. I was 200 grand in debt. I really didn't know what tomorrow was gonna bring. I couldn't afford much. And I was looking for something extra, but I didn't know that AdvoCare offered income. No one shared that with me. I just wanted a discount. So after my 24 days, I lost about 4 to 6 pounds of weight, but 6 weeks on the challenge, or on the lifestyle of this challenge, I actually dropped 2 pant sizes. I've kept it off for 3 years, and I'm still constantly on products, but what happened was the bigger picture. The best product we have was actually the income opportunity, which I had no idea about. I ended up going back to Jersey from Florida for summer break, and my friends were like, Sam, you know, how are you looking better? How are you feeling better? Why is your skin clearer? Why are you happier? And I just started sharing, hey, I think it's this 24-day challenge, and I'm actually gonna get a group of people on some products in the next couple weeks. Let's do it together. Well, my first check with AdvoCare was $63.19, and I was helping one person get on products. I had no idea where the $63.19 came from, but when I got it, I called up my friend Rob, and I said, where the heck did this come from, and how the heck do I get another 63 bucks? Because that was a gas tank. That was a manicure and pedicure that I couldn't afford before. It was 6 hours of babysitting on a Saturday night I didn't have to do. You know, I could stay in my pajamas and chill on a Saturday night, which was awesome. All I wanted, guys, was another 60 bucks, honestly. I was 23 years old and I was broke and hungry. So what happened was I gathered 10 friends. 10 friends to do a 24-day challenge. And the next thing you know, I got a check for $987. And earning a check of $987 at 23 and being so in debt and not having time to have a job, that was like hitting the lottery. I just thought to myself, you know, it paid for rent. Yes, in Florida, it paid for my rent. It paid for, you know, my car payment. It paid for groceries. It paid for some extra things. And I thought, what if I could continue to do that for the next couple of months while I'm in school? It could pay a little bit of my debt off. Well, fast forward to 19 months into this, and I actually paid off $170,000 of my $200,000 loan just with using the AdvoCare Plan B income. So, you know, I thought to myself, okay, maybe I will come out of school debt free. Maybe I can actually start a family earlier than just working as a doctor and seeing my patients as my kids. Maybe I'll have time freedom. Maybe I'll actually have life by design. I didn't know what it could do, but I was hoping for something more. And fast forward to now, I'm 26, about to be 27, and I actually just paid off all of my debt with my doctorate degree, which is a blessing. It's basically unheard of these days. And I'm actually a retired doctor. I do AdvoCare at a full-time basis, at a part-time basis. AdvoCare is my full-time gig at a part-time basis, and I actually donate my time right now as a doctor. So I give back to children in need who can't afford care, and I just sponsored my first mission trip coming up in January to Dominican Republic, which is going to be awesome. You guys are super distracting talking about like the stuff over there, so if I could just
make sure it was
okay. Well, it's fine if it's not because we're just doing a favor anyway. So back to AdvoCare. Yeah, so I'm basically retired at 27 years old, and I donate my time as a doctor. So as we go through tonight, I just want you guys to know something. This might not be for you, but what if it could be? And I'm in this room right now because it's wrong of me to not bless other people with what AdvoCare has blessed me with. It's 100% wrong of all of us not to share what we have our hands on. So super excited to show you what I saw. And at the end of tonight, like, let's keep this casual as we go too. So Mike, you know, Val, if you guys have any questions, Keely, if you have any questions as we go through tonight, just stop me because we're just sitting having a normal conversation in the living room. So the first thing that caught my eye with AdvoCare is actually this page. So this page is our Science and Medical Advisory Board. There's over 250 years of doctoral experience on our board. And what I want you guys to know is these women and men are still at their institutions, Yale University, Tufts University. They're still working with their current patients and their students. But we have toxicologists, pharmacologists, surgeons, medical doctors, women's health associates. We have everybody that's working together to formulate the best products, the newest technology. We have the guys and girls working with us. So they do not work at AdvoCare, they actually work with AdvoCare, which is awesome. But the one guy that really stood out to me when I was looking into this, and normally I play him up on the screen, but I'll just talk about his story, is this man in the upper left-hand corner to you guys. His name is Dr. Stanley Dudrick. He's in his 80s. He's the cutest little munchkin ever, and I love him. We were just with him a few weeks ago. But Dr. Stanley is actually an affiliate with Yale University, and he's the father of intravenous hyperalimentation. So what that means is he's the father of IV feeding, guys. He is the man that invented IV feeding through the vein. And his story basically starts when he was a resident at Yale University, and he was doing surgeries, and his surgeries were going really, really well, but his patients were dying post-surgery. And he went to his mentor, hey doc, you know, if my surgeries are going so well, why are my patients dying post-surgery? And he said to Dr. Dudrick, son, we have nothing to feed them with post-surgery for them to heal, for their wounds to heal, for them to get stronger, for them to get nourished, basically. And Dr. Stanley said, well, that can't be right. You know, that can't be okay. So what he did is he decided to start studying nutrition for 2 years, and he started growing puppies into dogs through IV feeding. And then all of a sudden he was brought a premature baby, and the parents knew the risk of life or death. And they thought, you know, what if this technology could work for my son? So Dr. Dudrick, that was his first example of a premature baby, and he grew this baby into a healthy, young, thriving man. And now Dr. Dudrick just received an award last year for saving over 10 million premature babies' lives. So what I like to do in a room this small is normally, you know, just raise your hand or just acknowledge, you know, do you know anyone that's had a surgery, that's been premature, that's needed IV feeding, through the vein to just live, right? Almost all of us. I mean, I've had surgery a couple of times. I've needed that. So when I look at Dr. Stanley, I think to myself, he does not need AdvoCare to become better. I mean, no way. He is all that in a bag of chips. We need him to be better. So for him to walk the walk with our company, and for him to get up on stage with all of us, and him to cry and be so humble, and for him to invent, his protein, guys, that is in his IV feeding is actually the pre-digestible protein that's used in our meal replacement shakes, that's used in our protein shakes for the performance line for our athletes. That's super impressive, especially becoming a doctor. It's definitely something that caught my eye. The other thing that caught my eye is our endorsers. So I don't know if we have any Major League Soccer fans in the room. Do we have any Major League Soccer fans? I'm obsessed with soccer. I know we have NFL fans. So I'll go over the NFL players, all of our lovely quarterbacks in the front. Andy Dalton just signed up to be an endorser with us, so he's our newest endorser. But a little bit about our endorsers, and let me get to Major League Soccer. So here's some of our NFL players and our quarterbacks. Drew Brees is our national spokesperson. But Major League Soccer used to be fueled and partnered with something that was orange. And I won't say the name out loud right now, but you guys can think about who that company was. AdvoCare is now the nutritional partnership of all Major League Soccer in the United States and Canada, which is a big deal. So when you turn on ESPN and you watch those games, you're going to see AdvoCare on the sidelines. You're going to see them drinking AdvoCare products. Pretty awesome. Rehydrate and Spark. And, one of the things that stands out to me about our endorsers is something that's really interesting. None of our endorsers are paid monetary funds. So none of them get a salary in cash. What we pay our endorsers in is products. And our founder, Charlie Regas, said, if I have to pay you or you money to take our products, then our products are not good enough. I want you to take our products because it makes you stronger, faster, healthier athletes. So all of our guys and girls actually spend a few years trialing our products. We watch them, they watch us. We make sure they're high integrity, good character athletes before we say yes to them. And then they're actually paid in products to be our endorsers. So we actually have 4 Olympic athletes going to Rio right now, which is pretty awesome. A little information about Drew Brees. You know who Drew Brees is? Yeah. So Drew Brees is one of the oldest quarterbacks in the NFL right now, and one of the healthiest and one of the best. And he's actually been on our products since 2002. He had a shoulder injury, and he started recovering on it with AdvoCare products. And after he recovered and came back basically better and stronger, still playing, he told us the other weekend, we were just with him 2 weekends ago, that he wants to play for another 15 years. And he's like, most people say no, but I say I will. He actually has a AdvoCare line now. So he came back to us and said, I want to be your national spokesperson because I love your product so much. So he's our national spokesperson, and we have a DB9 performance line just because of Drew Brees and his number 9. So why do our athletes trust our products so much? And that's something that's actually really relatable to me and where I stand in the world of medicine. So this little label down here, I know some of you can see and some of you can't, says Informed Choice. And what Informed Choice is, it's a third-party testing facility. Meaning, what happens is we package some of our products, especially our whole performance line, Spark Rehydrate, basically the ones that are safe enough for NCAA. And what we do is we take our products and we ship them over to a lab called Informed Choice. And they go through every single capsule, bottle, powder, and label. And not only do they check what's inside, guys, what's inside the bottle matches the label, but they actually test for over 200 banned substances and toxins. And you're sitting here thinking, you'd be like, Sam, why is there 200 banned substances and toxins that they test for? Well, if we're safe enough for golf, for NCAA, for NFL, for military, for NBA, for the Olympians, we have to test for every single regulation across the board. We actually test for more than actually is regulated right now. We want to be above and beyond safe. Now, the thing about Informed Choice is we do it because it's the right thing to do. Supplement companies do not have to be Informed Choice tested. So we do it because it's the right thing, and that's why all of our athletes trust us. That's why a lot of doctors trust us. That's why I trust us. So just a little information about Informed Choice and supplements. When you go to CVS or Walmart or GNC or Vitamin Shop or Amazon or all these other places that have vitamins and minerals, you actually, it's okay. The noise is okay. So you actually do not know what's inside the bottle actually matches the label. So something can say 100% natural fish oils, but no one's ever gone inside the bottle and has checked if it's actually 100% salmon. You know, you could be getting sardines. Or how about the life shelf, the shelf life of vitamins and minerals? You know, is it made for 10 to 20 years to be sitting on that shelf? And what I like to tell my patients is, if you owned a Bentley and you owned a Lamborghini, you owned a Rolls Royce, would you put regular fuel or regular oil into that car? Mm-mm. You're thinking to yourself, heck no. You'd be petting that car and kissing that car and putting the best of the best and spending every penny that you have on that car. Guys, you are a Bentley. You're a Rolls Royce. You're a Lamborghini. So why are you putting bad oil and cheap oil into your car? You get one life. You get one heart. You get one body. You get one future. This is not a dress rehearsal of your life. This is your life, right? So I sit there and I teach my patients, if you're buying $6 vitamins, what do you think your body's doing? Absorbing it or pooping it out? You're pooping that out. And I talk about poop like it's my job because I'm a doctor, but you're not absorbing that. You're just letting it go. Your body does not want junk. So when you're looking at vitamins and minerals, you want to look at shelf life. You want to look at things that are informed choice tested because you want to know what you're actually putting in. If I have a patient come to my office and Mike says to me, hey Sam, I need a really good probiotic, where should I go? I'm not going to go tell him to go to Target when I'm not really sure if the Target probiotics are actually what they say they are. I want to back my name up as a doctor, as a future mommy, that the things that I'm giving my kids and my patients and my friends and my family are safe and effective. So informed choice is one of those things that stand out to me and stand out to all of our athletes, and that's why a ton of professionals walk the walk with AdvoCare. So before I go any farther, does anyone have any questions about the doctors, our athletes, informed choice at all while we're sitting here and talking about that? No one? Really? Okay, cool. Okay, so the next thing that I want to go over is actually our #1 program in AdvoCare, which is called the 24-Day Challenge. And the reason why we talk about the 24-Day Challenge at get-togethers like this is because it's actually fit for almost 80% of everyone we come across. It's one of our most popular programs. It's fit for people who need extra energy, for weight loss, for performance in the gym, for just overall wellness, so it can be catered to the needs that you have. The other reason why we talk about it is because if I talked about the hundreds of other products we have, which we have a lot, we'd be here till tomorrow. So I'm going to focus on our main program. My youngest client right now is actually 4 years old, and my oldest is 93. So we have people on everything. We can work with any goal. It doesn't have to be the challenge, but tonight we're going to focus on this. A little bit about the challenge before I have some stories come up and share. And yes, I'm going to have you guys come up just for the reason of tonight. But before I have you guys come up, a little bit about our program is we're different because you're actually going to get a coach. So if you tell me that you want to lose weight and gain muscle, we're going to have you on a different program than we're going to have Keely on. Maybe Val just wants a lot more energy and wants to lose 30 pounds. We're going to have you on a different program than Mike. So you're going to get a coach. You're going to be put on specific things that are geared towards your needs, not mine. You're going to get meal plans. You're going to get grocery lists. You're going to get recipe books. And you're going to get a 24/7 support group that's awesome, where all of us lift each other up, inspire, motivate, give each other ideas for working out. But most of all, just accountability. Because if any of you have tried something before, I used to be a girl that loved Weight Watchers. And the thing that didn't help me is I never had someone call me up and say, hey, Sam, are you feeling good today? Hey, Sam, are you seeing results? Hey, Sam, how are you doing? So the accountability is a really big part about this. So now before I go through the 24-Day Challenge and how it works, I'm actually going to have Val and Keely come up and share a little bit about their whole journey with AdvoCare. So do you guys mind coming up, or do you want to sit on the couch, or whatever you guys want to do?
Come on up.
We'll come up.
I just listened over here. So I'm Val. I've been friends with Keely for roughly 8 years now. We ride horses together. That's actually how we met. So I was trying to lose weight. I actually managed to lose 20 pounds on my own, but I did it in an unhealthy way. I was pretty much just skipping meals. I was
I had a lot of salt in my diet. I felt awful. I had no energy to do anything. So Keely didn't even know that I was trying to lose weight, but she came to me and she said, "Hey girl, I started doing this 24-day challenge. You know, I feel amazing. I think this would be, you know, something that could really benefit you. I really love the way I feel, and the results are just a bonus because I feel so amazing. So, you know, if this is something for you, you can definitely try. I'll send you the information." So I thought, you know, this is perfect. I lost those 20 pounds, but I hadn't been able to lose any more than that. So I thought, perfect, because I still have goals that I want to reach. So I decided to get signed up with the challenge. And then Keely went a little further and told me that there was also an income opportunity that came with it. So that kind of caught my attention as well. So I started my challenge, and 24 days go by, and I'm down about 7 pounds, a few inches, and I feel like a whole new human being. I feel amazing. I'm so happy. My mood quality is better. My skin was improving. I had way more energy, and people were like, "Val, you look amazing. What are you doing?" And then we got a little more into the income opportunity with it. So I've been doing AdvoCare for roughly 6 weeks now. My first check with AdvoCare was $155.08, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, that definitely helps to pay for, you know, my phone bill, my car payments. So after, you know, I've been doing it for, like I said, roughly 6 weeks. I've made about $981 so far, which again is great. You know, I come home today and I say, "Hi Dad, like how are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm worried, you know, I'm worried about money." And instead of being worried with him, I just go, "All right, what do you need?" And he tells me what he needs, and to be able to just help my family out in that way, you know, I'm only 20 years old. I get to, you know, I do work a job and I go to school, but to be able to pay for my own schooling, my car payments, my dog's vet bills, my phone bill, and to be able to help my parents, it's really, really awesome. And to be able to, you know, have people feel as great as I feel, it's just, it's incredible. So you know, I'm completely thankful to Keely for sharing this with me.
Yeah, so like Sam introduced me, my name is Keely Titus. I am currently going to be going my final semester at Green Mountain College in Vermont. I'm studying sustainable agriculture and food systems, so what goes into my body is really important to me. And actually, one of the reasons why I chose AdvoCare is because it's probably one of the most highest quality supplement system you can put into your body. So, like Val said, I took the 24-day challenge, felt amazing, lost 15 pounds that I had no idea I needed to lose, toned up in so many areas, felt great. I got my mom, my dad, and my sister on it with me because we needed the discount in order to pay for it, and you save a lot of money signing up with numbers. And so I got that 40% off, and immediately I shared it with my friends. Like Val said, I got a bunch of girls together, and I said, "Let's do this together. I want you to feel as amazing as I do." And my first check was $146, which I will never forget. And that's, you know, amazing. It's another lesson of riding, you know, manicure, not going and house sitting for a weekend. So that was really big for me. And I asked Sam how I can continue to push and double that, triple that, whatever I can do. And I've been doing AdvoCare with AdvoCare for 6 weeks now, guys, and I've made $1,800. And that's amazing to me because I'm going into my last semester with a comfort zone. I feel like I'm able to relax and, you know, maybe go out and get a manicure and pedicure and treat myself while I'm studying for finals. So AdvoCare has been amazing for me, and I know that it'll be in my life forever. But I'm super thankful for it. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Great stories. Thanks for sharing, guys. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And Mike, we have a ton of men on the team too. Kevin's the only one in the
Hi,
room
Mike.
right now. Mike goes live. But actually, Jess, who's holding, I know his doll was talking in the background. But Jess, who's holding the camera right now, her husband, it was actually a huge football player in college, Ohio State, right? Where?
No,
Just
Mount Union.
Okay, Mount Union, and he was going to go to the NFL draft, and We actually has his before and after pictures because after playing football and then kind of not having 2 days anymore, he gained some weight. And what is Aaron down right now?
50 pounds.
About 50 pounds, so you'll see his pictures. But my sister, who's holding the camera, and him, he knows a lot of athletes, and they're actually bringing in about $3,500 a month part-time with AdvoCare, and they're both stay-at-home parents. So we definitely have a lot of men that can talk to you about performance products. Sorry that it's just females in the room tonight. But let's talk about the 24-day challenge, guys. Again, we can gear it to gaining muscle, performance in the gym, losing weight, energy, overall wellness. We have a ton of different things. So let's talk about how the 24-day challenge works. It's actually 3 weeks for a reason. It takes 3 weeks to develop a habit, both mentally and physically. So what AdvoCare wants to teach is lifestyle, guys. This is not a diet pill. This isn't a starvation plan. This isn't lose 50 pounds in 24 days and gain it back the next day when you have a piece of pizza. I am a Jewish Italian girl, and I love to eat. Like, seriously, love bagels and love pizza. I can't take this seriously because my sister just laughs at me the whole time. My sister is filming the camera right now. It's very distracting. So let's talk about the first 10 days. Like I said, it takes 3 weeks to develop a habit, and the first 10 days is called the cleanse phase. So the cleanse phase is super, super gentle and uneventful. And I say that because when you hear cleanse in America, you're like, oh my God, am I going to be starving myself and am I going to be running to the bathroom? Absolutely not to both of those. You're going to be eating 6 times a day. So how we teach you to eat is every 2 to 3 hours, you want to put food in the system. Just like your car is outside, for the engine to keep running, we put fuel in it. It's the same thing with your metabolism to burn body fat or to gain muscle, right? Every 2 to 3 hours, we want to put food in that engine so your metabolism just burns. So starting on the first 10 days, you will be eating food constantly. So the 3 things we coach primarily are food, water, and sleep. And then we fill in your gaps with core vitamins and minerals. So the first 10 days is green for a reason. It's actually called the wellness phase. So we have Olympic athletes, all of our NFL players, all of our professional athletes actually do cleanses before preseason, so they absorb things accurately. So just to give you a little scientific background, guys, your small intestine is linked to your stomach. And your stomach actually just breaks down food. It doesn't absorb many things. Your small intestine absorbs food, it houses your immune system, it houses your energy levels, and it houses your metabolism. After the age of 17, our metabolism likes to go down. After the age of 30, it really wants to go down. At the age of 50, it wants to stop. So our goal is to restart that metabolism and keep it going. So the first 10 days, we give you this cleanse phase, which is just extra fiber, really awesome probiotics, some omega fish oils, and what we do is we go into your small intestine and scoop it out just like you go to a washer and a dryer, and you take the lint out of the lint trap, right? Why do we do that? So your clothes actually dry in the dryer, and so your dryer doesn't burn down the house. It's the same thing with your small intestine. Every 90 days, we want to go in there with the first 10 days and just scoop all that lint out of the small intestine. So some people, the first 10 days, lose awesome weight. Me, I never lose weight in the first 10 days. I just basically feel better, less bloated, I sleep better at night. I'm just overall, I'm feeling a lot more toned and just less having some issues down here. Now, a lot of people who lose weight is because they have a lot of lint in the lint trap and they gotta get it out. Where is this lint coming from? Just from the air we breathe, guys, the things we eat and drink, the medications you sometimes have to take. Residues and toxins build up like lint in the dryer trap. So the first 10 days we go in there and scoop it out so you absorb better. So you just overall feel better, so your energy goes up, your immune system gets stronger, your metabolism restarts. You're always going to be on Spark if you're not caffeine sensitive. If you're caffeine sensitive, you don't have to have any caffeine. There's only about 120 milligrams in Spark, but why is Spark the best ever? And why do people say Spark runs the world? Because 21 vitamins and minerals with a little bit of caffeine, that 120 milligrams of caffeine, with B12 vitamins and amino acids. So let me explain how that works. When you put B12 with caffeine, caffeine gives you an automatic instant release of energy. You're like, I'm awake, I'm feeling good. And instead of it just crashing off, you kind of fall in and you, man, I need another caffeinated drink because I'm crashed. The B12 gives you a slow riding focus. So it keeps you from being non-jittery, non-crashing, and slow ride. So this lasts about 3 to 5 hours. What's great about our products is everything's mixed with water, so it hydrates you. But I drink about 1 Spark a day, and I used to be on 3 cups of coffee a day. And again, no jitters. What B12 does, it actually sends an oxygenated focus to the brain and to the heart. So you have like a natural, clear-minded focus, almost like Windex to the brain, I like to tell a lot of people. So you're on Spark for both phases. That's the first 10 days. Now guys, the first 10 days preps you for the main phase of the challenge, which is the last 14 days. And it's actually called the Metabolic Nutrition System. Now we have all different versions of the M&S. Right now I'm holding an M&S number 3. So a little bit about the M&S number 3 is you're going to get overall wellness in here. You're going to get your multivitamins, your probiotics, your fish oils, your antioxidants. But on a scale 1 to 10, 10 being a lot of extra energy, 10 being a lot of craving control, if you're sitting here telling me, Sam, I don't need that much craving control, I don't need that much energy, about a 5 out of 10 is what I need for both, you're an M&S 3. So this is on a scale 1 to 10, about a 5 out of energy, a 5 out of craving control, and overall wellness. It also helps you, it's in the trim line, it also helps you burn some body fat, so you're starting to replace body fat with lean muscle. That's our goal. Why do we have the metabolic nutrition system? Guys, unfortunately, our food systems are not what they used to be. So if you want to go home tonight and look up how chicken's made and how vegetables are grown and picked, I don't advise you to do that, but if you do, you're going to figure out that things are made way too quickly because we have way too many mouths to feed. So even though you're going to be eating chicken and carbs like bread and pasta and healthy fats like peanut butter and nuts and fruits and veggies, unfortunately, we're still missing food gaps. So food's coming in, right? But we still have all those gaps. So now that you're cleaned out and your body's like, Mike, I'm getting all that chicken. It feels great. But where's my vitamin A? Where's my vitamin E? Where's my vitamin D? What we're going to do is we're going to take these packs now and we're going to fill in those food gaps. So now you're feeling 100% efficient. You're absorbing at a 100% absorption rate. And your body's like, oh my God, I have the tools coming in that I can actually produce what you want coming out, which is lean muscle. So note to everyone, our bodies crave lean muscle. Our heart's a muscle, our organs are muscles, our brain's a muscle. Body fat does nothing for us. But since Americans don't know how to fuel themselves and we're not getting the right nutrients we need to fill in those gaps, a lot of us are gaining fat. And that's why diabetes type 2 is a big epidemic, and obesity and heart disease. So this is going to really help you fill in all your food gaps. Back to the different versions, we actually have an M&S-C, which on a scale 1 to 10 is about a 10 out of 10 of craving control. So if you're sitting here right now and you're like, Sam, I go to McDonald's twice a day, I love my Pepsi, and I love my chips, we're going to put you on the M&S-C. So it's about a 10 out of 10 of craving, an 8 out of 10 of energy control and overall wellness. Then we have the M&S-E as an energy, so just flop it. If you're sitting here saying, Sam, I need so much energy, I drink so much coffee, so much soda, so much Red Bull, we're going to have you on the M&S-E, which is about a 10 out of 10 of energy, a little less of craving control, not that much of craving control, and overall wellness. So a lot of my athletes love M&S-E for extra energy in the gym, and they don't really want to lose that much weight, so they're on the M&S-E. And then we also have something called Core. Core is just overall wellness. So a lot of the baby boomers, a lot of our Olympic lifters are on Core for their joints. Really good for joint promotion. No herbals at all, so you're not getting energy control and you're not getting craving control in any of the Core. So your coach will help you, figure out what you are. Now, the next thing is obviously always Spark, but the next thing we have in the second phase is our meal replacement shakes. Remember Dr. Stanley Dudrick? His protein's actually in here, so it's already pre-digestible. It's 24 grams of carbs, 24 grams of protein. So this is not a protein shake. This is literally a meal replacement shake. It's going to be a full balanced meal. It's great for post-workout. It's great for breakfast. The reason why we have these guys is a lot of people in America skip breakfast. And a lot of results and research have shown when you skip breakfast, it later down the line develops heart disease. Why? Because your heart's a muscle, guys. You've got to turn it on. You've got to fuel it. What was the number one most important meal our parents used to teach us to eat? Breakfast. And it's true, but Americans rush in the morning and don't eat it. So meal replacement shakes are optional, and I like to say that. Because a lot of people, I'm watching my sister's reactions again, I'm sorry. Meal replacement shakes are optional because a lot of people want to eat full meals, and that's cool. If you want to eat 6 meals a day, I love eating, so my first challenge, I chose 6 meals a day. Now I'm on the go so much with horseback riding and competitions that in the morning at 5 a.m. I do not want to eat breakfast. So I am having a shake almost every single morning, and I love it. You can make them into cakes. Like I said, they're great for post-workout. The other thing I just want to mention is they absorb right away because they're pre-digestible, so they don't lay in your stomach like some other shakes out there that you feel like, oh, like why did I just have that shake? It doesn't feel good. This is going to absorb right away. All different flavors. We have, this one's chocolate, we have vanilla, berry, chocolate mocha, chocolate peanut butter, super delicious. And the last 2 products I'm going to talk about tonight is actually my most favorite product, Catalyst. Catalyst, I do not share a 24-day challenge without. This product was developed for United States Olympic wrestlers to have the lowest body fat percentage, highest lean tissue percentage. What it is, it's just amino acids. So branched chain amino acids, I'm sure you've heard of them. And when you put amino acids in, it actually puts a protective coat over your lean tissues, your bicep, your heart, your abs. So when your body needs energy, instead of breaking down the muscle, it actually preserves it. So it really helps people tone up faster. It's really great just to protect your muscle. Like my grandmother, who's in her 80s, she's on Catalyst, and I also have a lot of athletes on Catalyst. So it's great to lose weight, to tone up, or just to preserve your lean muscle to gain muscle. No caffeine's in Catalyst. So if you're caffeine sensitive, everyone can have Catalyst. Thermo Plus, if you're caffeine sensitive, you will not be having Thermo Plus. I also love this product because it just gives my metabolism an extra boost. It's a thermogenic. So what that means, it's oolong tea and sage extract, very, very gentle thermogenic of herbals that just basically boost your metabolism to help you burn more calories throughout the day, help you increase your energy, help you rev up that metabolism, which is what burns body fat. Again, if you're caffeine sensitive, you won't have thermo, but if you're sitting in the room tonight and you're like, Sam, get me on that 24-day challenge. I want to kill it in 24 days. You know, we're from Jersey, so we like to drive fast in the car and take shortcuts. These 2 babies are definitely, they help accelerate the 24-day challenge. So if you're looking to just kick butt for 24 days, I definitely suggest these 2. I will not let you leave this room without Catalyst, but I definitely suggest this one as well. So before I go on, does anyone have any questions about the 24-day challenge, since I kind of got a little humbled jumbled a little bit? Any questions, Mike, Val, Keely, Alyssa? Nothing? Okay,
I have a question.
Yeah.
What happens after the 24 days?
Oh, that's a great question, Jess. So after the 24 days, we actually are going to reevaluate your goals on day 18 of the challenge. So everyone reacts differently. I'm not going to tell you, Kev, that you're going to lose 20 pounds in 24 days, or Keely, you're going to lose 5, because I don't know. So on day 18 is a really great day to get back on the phone with your coach and your sponsor, whoever got you going, and just reevaluate what's next. So some people love to keep going on Spark, M&S, and meal shakes. They're feeling so good. Maybe they have a bigger goal of weight loss, or now they want to gear over to the performance products and gain more muscle in the gym or gain more energy. So day 18 is when we reevaluate how your energy is, how your weight loss is going, how your muscle building is going, and we'll go from there and what's next. Sometimes you're like, you know what, I love the 24 days and I'm done after that, but I want you guys to know that the first 24 days is a jump start. So if you're in this room right now and you have a bigger goal of 10 plus pounds, you're on a bigger weight loss goal, this is definitely just going to be your first jump start to that goal. It takes about 3 to 6 months to hit a bigger weight loss goal, and I like to be transparent about that because I'm not going to say, hey, you're going to lose everything in 24 days. Slow weight loss is long-term weight loss. So again, the 24-day challenge is really just a jump start to see what's next. And like I said, this is a lifestyle. This isn't a fad diet where we starve ourselves. Day 25, you'll get your goodies. You'll have some pizza and beer, whatever you want to eat and drink. And then day 26, we get back on track with your goals. Yeah.
I was just wondering how much the 24-day challenge was going to cost me because I'm a little bit of a budget.
Okay. Perfect. Are you asking questions that are on there?
No, I'm asking questions that I think people need to know.
This is good. This is good. Good job, Jess. Okay, so Jess just asked how much is the 24-day challenge because she's on a budget. So that's a really great question. I was on a budget. I know Keely was on a budget. Val was on a budget. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you guys is we definitely have awesome discounts. But the 24-day challenge is about $7 to $10 a day. We can work with any budget, and we have those discount options. So if you don't want a discount, it's about $10 a day, give or take a little bit more. You won't be going to Wawa or Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts anymore. So you're almost going to be saving money. We also can break it up in 2 different phases. So you can buy the first 10 days separately than the second phase, or we can just start you on the M&S and Spark for about $3.45 a day, whatever you want to do. Again, I'm going to go back to the 5 ways of getting involved, and I had to get involved with the second way. So the second way, guys, is an awesome discount of at least 20%. If you and someone else in this room want to do it together, you can actually unlock 25%. So you and your mom, you and your girlfriend, you and a best friend. I'm definitely directing this to Mike right now. Val, you know, I know that you and your sister did it together, and Keely, you and your parents and your sister did it together. So if there's 2 of you that do it together, you can unlock 25% off, which is $125 off. That's awesome. And remember, you get the $50 of awesome goodies with the membership fee. Then we can also get you 30% off if you're looking for a bigger discount, and that's just you and 3 other people. So we can get you 30% off with 3 other people, or we can get you 40% off with everybody if you find 7 other people to do it with you. And honestly, it gets easy to find 7 people, because here's the thing. Hey, Keely, you want to do the challenge with me? Yes, Sam, of course. You know, check in with your mom. Maybe she wants to do it with us too. Yeah, my mom's in. How about your sister? And my sister. So there's 4. Hey, Val, you want to do the challenge with me? Yeah. Would your sister want to do it too? Of course. So now you have almost 7, 8 people getting on board together and unlocking the 40%. So again, if you have a budget, guys, we'll sit after and talk to you, and we'll figure out where we need to meet you with your needs. We'll start slow, we'll go fast, but we will definitely work with your budget. Don't worry about that. We have a ton of different options. And if there's a budget queen, it's me. I had to find 3 friends to do it to get the 25% off, because I couldn't afford anything. And you know, now after a couple of years with AdvoCare, I'm retired at 27 years old. So we definitely have options and opportunities. So does anyone have any questions about anything that I missed so far? Seriously, anything you guys can think of that we'd like to address? Mike, anything?
Do you cycle the products out? Like say, after 24 days, you start to feel like you're plateauing, like you're still at the same level. Do you cycle them out, or do they just stay the same or constant?
We always change it. So
Okay.
that's actually a good question. So we actually do a day, so day 18 we check in, we reevaluate, and then a whole another 24 days later, day 48, we really reevaluate again. And then we go to day 78, and we just keep going every couple of weeks. About every 3 weeks is when your body starts to change habits. So I'm always on the M&S, but I just changed from the M&S 3 to the M&S C because my cravings have changed. So I'm on extra craving control now. And then with Catalyst, we'll start you on about 3 a day, but if you're trying to really gain muscle or shred more weight for like a wedding or for competition, I'll probably up your Catalyst to like 12 a day. So there's definitely different ways we monitor things, add or subtract, and like I said, the performance line. But the meal shakes, the core 4 that people normally always stay on are the vitamins, because you need multivitamin. The meal replacement shakes, Spark, because they love it, and Catalyst. But again, every single human body is different, so we're going to really regulate you with what you need and what we want to change up. Excuse me. In every 90 days, we recommend a cleanse so you break your plateau. Normally a plateau is just from your gut, your small intestine, not absorbing the right materials, or just from, again, like having a 21st birthday or going on all-inclusive vacation, or, you know, just stuff that we do in life. So after the cleanse, normally it breaks up some things.
Okay.
That's a good question. Do you have anything else? Nothing? Okay. So before we close up, I'm going to go through the 5 ways of getting involved again, because then we're going to do a little raffle. And the 5 ways is the first way to get involved. Maybe you're number 1. A number 1 is a retail customer. So at the end of tonight, you're sitting here thinking, Sam, I love what you said. I definitely want Spark. I definitely want to try a challenge. But right now, I just don't want $50 of free goodies. I don't want to become a member. By the way, the membership doesn't have monthly minimums or monthly auto ships. I think I forgot to say that, but you're not going to be charged on a silly cycle every single month. Whenever you order, whenever you shop on your store, you always save. It could be once a year, it could be once a day. The second way of getting involved is the wholesale membership. So it's the discount membership. You pay a one-time fee of $59, no monthly minimums or monthly auto ships. You're going to get the $50 of some free goodies in a blender bottle, and you're going to start at least 20% off. If you need 25%, we'll help you and someone else you know get on board together, save 25. If there's 4 of you, you can save 30%. If there's 8 of you, we can get you 40% off. The third way of getting involved is the same thing as a member, but you're going into this thinking, Sam, if I love the products, I am going to share this because I know a few people that could definitely use my help. I care about them, and I also need some extra income every now and then. So you're going into this at number 3. You're thinking, hey, this could be a hobby for fun to earn some extra cash every now and then. Or you're number 4. A number 4 is a business builder. You're going into this thinking, I want 40% because I love to save, but I also want to open up 5 ways of being paid. And if you're interested in that, we can definitely stay after tonight and talk a little bit more about how to earn income. All of us in this room right now are basically at the 40% level, earning 5 different ways of income. I don't know any other job out there that pays 5 different ways. As a doctor, the max that I could have been paid were 2, salary and bonus. The other thing is this is a willable business. So even though some of us in this room don't have kids, a few of us do have kids, everything you do in AdvoCare when you're at the 40% level is willable, guys. Multiple generations. Right now, my parents are being willed my AdvoCare business. God forbid anything happens to me. But when I have kids, it's willable to them, and it's willable to their kids and their kids. So you're basically starting a legacy or a trust fund, even without having babies yet. Some of us in the room don't have kids yet, which is awesome. And the 5th way of being paid, the 5th way of getting involved with AdvoCare is actually nothing at all. So at the end of tonight, if you're not interested, we're still going to love you. We're very thankful you came to support us tonight. But like I said, it's very wrong of me and other people in this room who invited you to not share what AdvoCare has done for us to you, because it's been blessing our lives. So it's almost wrong of us. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm super excited to talk to more people on the left. If you're interested in talking about income, let's go to the left tonight. If you're interested in just talking about the products, go to the right. We have a group challenge starting August 12th, which is going to be awesome. We're going to help some people order for tonight because it's about 5 business days it takes to get you the products. So we have a group challenge starting August 12th and then another one a week later. So we're going to split up right now and we'll do the raffle as well. So thanks so much. Signing off. Bye, guys.